how to get a US waiver in Canada. My goal is to help you navigate through this complex process. That's what I'm going to cover in this video. I'm Dan Joffe. I'm a US Entry Waiver lawyer. Reach out to schedule a confidential free call with me to maximize your chances of successful travel to the United States. I've included a link in the description of this video. Let's get started. First, let's understand why you might need a US Entry Waiver. When traveling from Canada to the United States, you'll undergo a background check conducted by US Customs and Border Protection officers. These officers have access to the Canadian Criminal Records Database, which they will use to verify if you have a criminal record. However, having a criminal record in Canada doesn't automatically mean you'll be denied entry into the US. Generally, the key factor that influences this decision is if your criminal record has crimes involving moral turpitude. Crimes involving moral turpitude is a concept used in American immigration law. In simple terms, it refers to actions that breaches society's moral standards. If your criminal record falls under this category of a crime involving moral turpitude, you will likely be denied entry into the United States. And you'll be labeled by the US Department of Homeland Security as an inadmissible non-immigrant alien because of your criminal record. Now, if you're unsure whether your criminal conviction qualifies as a crime involving moral turpitude that would prevent you entry into the United States, you should consult with an experienced lawyer. Now, here's where the US Entry Waiver, also known as Form I-192, comes into play. This document gives inadmissible non-immigrant aliens from Canada the chance to apply for temporary permission to enter the United States. This means if you're not allowed to travel to the United States because of your criminal record, you can bypass this travel ban with a US Entry Waiver. A successful US Entry Waiver application grants you temporary access to the United States despite your criminal record. This decision to grant a US Entry Waiver lies with the Admissibility Review Office, which is part of the US Customs and Border Protection Agency. Eligibility for a US Entry Waiver depends on various factors like the nature and severity of your past offenses, the time elapsed since those offenses, and whether you have been rehabilitated. If you decide to apply, you'll need to submit Form I-192 with a lot of supporting documentation, including your personal statement, character reference letters, employment or income verification, criminal record, and an official court documentation. Also, you will need to pay a filing fee, which varies depending on which government agency you submit your application to. You should always check the USCIS website for the latest fee information. The important thing to note that traveling to the United States without a waiver when you have a criminal record can lead to serious issues such as detention, deportation, and complications with future entry attempts. That's why it's crucial to seek legal advice for your US Entry Waiver application. The reality is that US immigration law is complex to navigate. At my law firm, we have a deep understanding of the criteria used by the US Customs and Border Protection Agency to evaluate your US Entry Waiver application. And with our knowledge and experience, we're able to prepare your application in a way that maximizes your chances of success. If you need help to get traveling to the United States without any stress, reach out to book a confidential call with me. I've included a link in the description of this video.